welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope. Today is the 18th of November, 2015. And over the course of the day today, we'll find the moon transiting the sign of Aquarius as it makes its way through Dhanishtha nakshatra. So if you are person A, what is the use of trying to be person B? And if you're person C, what is the use of trying to be person X? I'm sorry to compare you to a mathematical equation, but it is somewhat necessary today in order to get my point across. Because today, you're likely finding yourself in a position where you're feeling that you have to fight for what you want. But fighting for what you want has you acting a little bit out of character, right? And could it actually be that the reason it's got you acting out of character is because you're longing for something that really isn't something that is congruent or fits in with your particular life? Sometimes we become envious. We see somebody who we think to be successful along certain lines, only, we may not really see the full picture. And even if we do see the full picture, well, that's their particular life. That's their dharma. That's the path that they're meant to walk. Does that mean that we're any less successful? No. But sure, obviously, the desire that you feel, nobody can really blame you for feeling that desire. There's something that you're longing for and something that you're wishing to change with your life. But it's not going to help you to try to achieve it in the way that you're pushing to try to achieve it right now. Prosperity doesn't come through struggling to achieve something. What comes through that? Stress. That's what comes through struggling to achieve something. True prosperity that's really going to last comes from embracing who you are. And after all, let's look at that word prosperity. I've spoken about this a few times, but comes from the Latin word prospero, that which is beneficial for the spirit. That's what prosperity is. So most of the time that we feel upset or frustrated in our life, it's because we're trying to be somebody that we really aren't. I encounter it over and over again with the consultations that I do. So, people trying to be somebody that they're not. They're longing after something that somebody else has. Well, you're not that person. You are who you are. To make your life happier, to truly make your life happier, it's about accepting who you are, right? So what you need to do today is to do whatever feels right, natural, and whole in dealing with the situation that you're dealing with. Any other approach is just going to take you down a road quickly that you don't really want to go down. Why? Because you're not doing the right thing. Let's talk a little bit about Dhanishtha nakshatra. It's symbolized by a couple of different symbols. One, which is the flute of Krishna. Another, which is a mridanga. And both of these being musical instruments, the concept here is the musical instrument connects the musician with the music, right? So it connects the soul with their experience of consciousness. And so what is that musical instrument? It's about allowing yourself to be played through, allowing your soul to flow through you into all the experiences of your life. Ultimately, that is the correct path. And Dhanishtha is a dharma-driven nakshatra. It wants to do the right thing. But sometimes we get a little bit out of balance in trying to do the right thing and think that we're doing the right thing and we're doing exactly the wrong thing because we're not walking the path that we're meant to walk. So you need to get back on the path that you need to walk today, and that's what's right for you. The lunar Tithi today is Shukla Saptami. With Shukla Saptami, it's about exercising a degree of restraint in order to embrace the path, which is ultimately the right path for you. When you do that, that actually gives you the strength to rise above this situation which is causing you a lot of problems and to actually achieve what you do need to achieve rather than what you think you might want to achieve. Because when it boils down to it, even if you were to achieve what you're wanting to achieve, well, you're going to find ultimately that it's not right for you. But you can achieve what you do need to achieve, and ultimately that's going to be much better, no matter how much your mind might be trying to convince you otherwise. The solar lunar yoga today is Dhruva. With Dhruva yoga today, the energy is about not getting so stuck on a fixed outcome with a situation and continually pushing to try to achieve something and saying, I'm not going to budge from this path of trying to make it happen until I do make it happen, because ultimately that's not the right approach for you. That approach is just going to tell you that you're acting out of the ego, and it's not going to lead you down the right path because you're out of alignment with where your soul needs to go today. What do you need to do? You need to get back in alignment with what your soul needs to do in order to create true and lasting change in your life, which ultimately is what you want more than what you think you want. Okay? By the way, I do want to mention to you that if you wish to book an astrological service with me, you can please visit my website below, www.authenticastrology.com. Also, years worth of astrological writings and astrology videos, again, at authenticastrology.com, along with the full-length nakshatra course that I have filmed with fellow astrologer Ryan Korzak. So please visit the site below if you're interested in any of those things. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 18th of November, 2015. Until next time, please take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.